This research is titled The Big Picture of Cities, Analyzing Flickr Photos of 222 Cities Worldwide. My name is Associate Professor Dr. Viriya Taecharungroj of the Business Administration Division of Mahidol University International College. This research was published in one of the top journals in urban studies called Cities. And me and my colleague, we start to do this research because we want to introduce the new technique that we can analyze the photos or the visual images in a really fun, creative and exciting ways. In our research, it involves the term called city image, how people perceive and look at and think about cities. In the past, this concept is quite limited by traditional method. So we want to introduce the new method that involves many steps of machine learning algorithms for us to identify and analyze the city image of cities worldwide. So what we did was that we collect photos from Flickr. If you know Flickr, Flickr is the place where amateur and professional photographers took photos of places and deposit in this platform. So we collect the data from 222 cities, 1,000 photos in total. So in total, it's 222,000 photos of 222 cities worldwide. Currently, the machine learning and how we analyze images are quite limited. So we try to be creative and introduce the two-step method. First, we use the AI from Google Cloud Vision. Google Cloud Vision AI help us detect the labels or the objects within the photos. If AI is good at one thing, right now AI is good at detecting what's going on in the photo. And we did that, and it produced the labels or the objects of all the photos in our database. However, the next step can be hard. So we introduced the technique that we use the machine learning algorithm called latent Dirichlet allocation, which is the textual analysis to analyze the labels of all these photos of the cities in order to group them into the city image dimensions that we can use to analyze all the cities in the world, the major cities in the world. And eventually we found out that there are main five dimensions that people perceive the cities worldwide, including architecture, how you see all the buildings. Secondly, cityscape, or the skyscrapers, the urban settlement. The third one is the landscape, how you see the view of the city. The fourth one is transport, the vehicles, the streets, the roads. And the last one, recreation, including activities and nature that you can enjoy in the city. So we identify these things and we can compare cities all over the world. But this research also introduced other concepts that not only you look at all the cities in the world, we can categorize cities in, for example, regional cities, cities in Asia, and we can compare how people perceive cities in Asia. And we can also look at the high-income cities, low-income cities, and use this technique to understand and to distinguish high-income countries in the world. More importantly, we can also use technique to analyze individual cities. For example, we can analyze the city we live in. And of course, this kind of information also have the geographic information or the location of that image. Right now, I also take this technique that was published earlier to analyze more than 200,000 photos of the images of Bangkok in the past 10 years. So this is a new method that can help us rapidly analyze city image in a really broad manner. And that's what we did. And I encourage you to have a look at this paper and look at this method that it might be applicable to your own research. You can download this paper from the journal Cities, which is published by Elsevier.